To see this shark tooth I found. It's megalodon.
We got a lot of work to do, Drew.
Let's get back to work.
I'm Holly.
Drew here.
I'm Jerry.
I would say it's early morning, but it's not. We have a lot of seedlings to start, and we are on it today. We have 27 trays to start. We got to get the trays ready. We got to get the waters ready. We got to get the shelves ready, the lights ready, and we got to get the seeds ready. We got a lot to put in and a lot to get done, but we're ready and excited to do it, so let's get it done. Not sure why these lights are off, but I know he's working on electricity, so must be the reason, but I shall go ask. We're doing some tomatoes and a bunch of flowers. I'm gonna get those started. I know I have foxglove. I know eucalyptus. We have grasses we're starting. Tomatoes we're starting. Get a jump start on those as well. But let's go find out why Drew has my electricity off on my lights.
I had to turn it off for a minute. So they get electrocuted.
Good reason. I have my sunflower microgreens soaking as well, so I'll be doing those today. So those are getting ready, and then I'm going to try a new one, broccoli microgreens, and we're going to do the salad mix that we always do. So getting that, and here is all the seeds that we have laid out just for today. We have a lot more to go, but this is the start. That's the list. I have some help this morning.
On the farm.
He's going to help me do seedlings. I think he actually likes doing seedlings.
I do like seedlings. I like seedlings and pulling vegetables off the plants.
And eating them.
And eating them, yes. That's the most important.
So we're going to be starting some tomato seeds. Jerry is going to be starting the Phoenix hybrid tomatoes. This is Drew's pick for the year. What do you think? Do you think they'll turn out?
I like anything that's hybrid. For some reason, it seems stronger.
Yeah, it does. I think that more disease resistant.
Yeah. So
we're going to do those. If they turn out to be good, they may be our new favorite ones. They're supposed to be extremely heat tolerant. So Jerry's going to put these in. I'm going to be doing the paste tomatoes so that we can have a lot of salsa this year. And then I'm also going to be doing our super fantastic, which is our normal tomatoes that we do, so that if those fail, the Phoenix, they don't work out for whatever reason, we'll have our backup, which is our normal super fantastic tomatoes. Jerry, do you know what temperatures that we germinate these tomatoes at?
no, I'm not real sure.
We're going to germinate at 70 degrees. They go into the ground at 60 degrees. So anything above 60 degrees is good germination or good production for your tomatoes. Anything actually above 50 degrees, you can put them in the ground. Mm-hmm. But if below 50, it'll stunt their growth, so they don't get as much production if you put them in the ground too soon. So we'll keep them in the greenhouse or in the trailer until the temperatures of the soil gets to be around 60-ish, and then we'll put them in. We say that, but you know us, we'll probably 52, 53, we'll be putting them in.
Right. A little.
So, but we're about to get started on that, and then we'll put them in the lights, and we keep the lights just a couple of inches above on all of our seedlings until they start sprouting. We'll start our fertilization once they get their true leaves on. So do not start fertilization until they get the true leaves on, and it is a very minute amount of fertilization that you do.
If you can get Amish vegetables from Amish actual farms, they use no chemicals. They use no nothing. Theirs are just grown with like water.
Yeah, that is the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I think. Yeah. That's why I like to use just very little fertilizer.
Yeah, that's true.
But I mean, the fertilizer is really just a concentrated, Right? It's like calcium that's concentrated in phosphorus.
They're what would you say? I mean, they're all natural.
Yeah, it's from the ground. If you didn't use fertilizer, you couldn't grow anything, to be honest.
Yeah.
And that's why when you buy organic, it's so small and just really doesn't have much to it. Could you imagine trying to feed the world on no fertilizer?
Oh, no doubt.
You just couldn't. I think farmers would be out of business.
Yeah.
Obviously, because there wouldn't be no farmers. So we've learned that the best way to pick up the seedlings we have learned is to use the eraser of a pencil. We've tried it all different ways, and there's different ways to do it, but we prefer this method. It's the easiest and the cheapest, of course, too. I got these pencils on sale for like $4.90. Tomatoes are the easiest to plant. Can't really go wrong with them.
I like how when they start sprouting, you just see 2 in each cell.
I know. It's like you get 100% germination.
Yeah, seems
At
like.
least we do.
Yeah.
It's weird. It's like tomatoes have always been one that I've never went wrong with. Now, when we do the flowers in a little bit, a bunch of those are surface sowed.
Oh.
So we'll just be sprinkling them on there. But I'm not going to overly seed my snapdragons this year like I did last year.
Too many in one.
Oh my gosh, yes. And it just like, they ended up making it, but they made it so late in the season that we didn't even get to use them. We had to use the ones from the year before that were planted down by the road.
Oh, yeah.
But yes, everywhere I plant a tomato seed, it'll sprout.
Yeah.
My suggestion is if you're learning how to grow things, grow some tomatoes.
I'm doing this is Cherish Farms. Got a big thing coming on here. No, really. Okay, go.
I'm Holly with Cherish Farms, and
It's seedling season, you little seedlings.
So here we are in the trailer, and these are the seedlings that we put in yesterday. Jerry and I did. And I will show them to you. This is the snapdragons. They look good. They all have domes. They were very cheap little domes and little cheap flimsy plastic, but it'll work. So it was worth it for a rush order. These are what we put in yesterday. Yes. One thing I learned with the seedlings is to try to put in one seed per cell. It just works out better and you get better control of what you're planting. So I like to have a root ball that goes in when I do the snapdragons. So that way we know exactly where our snapdragons are growing as well, because they're perennials and they grow kind of in a mound. So you want them to have some room, and you get more flowers, and they benefit better that way, I think.
I think so too. And so let's recap real quick. We had 1, balls, mound, and better.
Pretty much. So it is cold here in Texas. We are running around 49 degrees as the high today. The weekend was beautiful. We had a 69 and a 62 or 3, I believe yesterday. But it is cloudy today and cold, and a high of, like I say, 49.
Freezing.
Yes, and last night it got cold. So we're getting down into the freezing temperatures at night, and we're trying to keep the seedling trailer up at 70. And this is the earliest we've ever planted seedlings ever. So
Wish us luck.
Be a lot of winter walking out here going, go check the temperature in the corner of the house.
I have a Wi-Fi thermometer that I watch constantly, so
Love it, man. She's all over this, so I'm just the doer. She's the doee.
It's complicated and it's a lot of work, but it is so worth it. So we can't wait for farmers market.
Oh my gosh, am I excited.
Thanks for joining us today here on The Farm. Okay. Thanks for joining us today here on The Farm, and I hope that...
Alrighty, thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time here on The Farm.
Thanks for joining us today, and we hope to see you next time here on The Farm. See you soon.
We'll see you soon.